Hello everyone, and welcome to today's stream. So, Vault of the Void is now released in early access. You can purchase it on Steam. I think it's about $15. So yeah, definitely looking forward to playing some more of this game. I recently, I just a few seconds ago found out that there's a streamer mode. Whilst enabled, when you play cards, they linger in the play area for a short period of time, making it more readable for your viewers. Love that. Because I think that has been a little bit of a problem of this game. So yeah, happy to see that implemented. Welcome, the body. Well, we're about to see. So for today, I wanna be trying to learn the corruption deck of the daughter a bit more, because it's probably my worst starting deck so far. I think the sacrifice one, I found that somewhat intuitional. I didn't have a lot of problems with that, but the corruption deck really gives me some trouble. Oh, making the artifact descriptions always visible. Yeah, I really have trouble with the early game with the corruption deck. That's my main problem. Anyways. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Just add in some strong neutral cards. Sadly, we don't have any of them here, but we have a ton of block. We have enough. We have duck and weave. We have footwork. So yeah, maybe we just have the tools to be defensive until our corruption stacks up high enough that we can actually use it to quickly kill enemies. Smite, 20% damage taken. Void will spawn with one less frenzy. From battle round 6 onwards. Start each turn with rage 50%, or start the fight against the void with stealth and full energy. Indeed, there is apparently text behind the hat of the puppet master. Whoops. Yeah, that should probably be in front instead. I think I'm gonna go for the random void stone. More so than the 50% max HP. Yeah, I think that's just more impactful than 12 additional HP, especially considering that we can switch out our void stones pretty easily. So, any exciting map rewards? Do-over, reasonable. Footwork, a nice defensive card. Reload, draw 2, discard 2. Overcharge, that could work if we go for something like discard synergy stuff with diversion and cards like that. Soul Spot, vulnerability increased to 75%, 100% additional damage, goes up to 4 cost. Not sure how good that is. Yeah, diversion seems quite good. With the corruption deck having already some tools for discard builds built into it. What I need: Sift 3, reduce Soul Tithe by 1 for each weakness discarded. Purge or discard Sift 1. Inconsequential. Sift 1, block 0 equal to the number of cards in this card. That could also work decently well. I guess offensive-wise, we have Yin Yang. That's about it. Yeah, I'm aware. I just wanted to look at them first before I really decide which ones I am even gonna go to. I think Yin Yang, if we can pick that up early, that might help us, as well as Power Draw. This could be useful. We do have a decent enough block core already. Reload. Ah yeah, for the overcharge. And helps us find the Yin Yang at the right turn. That would work well, yes. We will also get a purple void stone relatively early, so we can use that on something we want to use for Yin Yang. Maybe Inconsequential belongs in this deck, I'm not sure. Footwork is just always a nice block card, and Do-Over seems quite good as well. Flesh and Blood, I'm not so sure about it. Purge, gain a corruption, that makes it a bit more useful. Anyway. Probably gonna go for this late elite. Not sure if I'm going for that one. I might skip that one for the Stonesmith instead. Stonesmith is generally quite good. Or has been so far for me. So probably wanna go for the power draw here instead of the maneuver. And the upgrade. Here's the Yin Yang. We can get that pretty early. We can even visit the cursed item. See what we get there. Bottom elite. You go elite, shrine, soul shop, money shop, other elite. Yeah. I could go just this path and skip the cursed item. That makes my pathing here a bit worse though. I also have to decide whether I want the footwork or the shrine here. If I go that path. Maybe we skip the power draw and the inconsequential, take the bottom route, go to the treasure and then up here. Take the power draw and yin yang. I think so. I need damage early on, yes. I do agree. I found that to be the problematic, most problematic thing early on. Yeah, that leaves us with pretty much no other option than to go for this route. Foot in the grave, sift one lower soul tithe, that's not really important. Sever soul might be decent. So we probably go up the top path. Yeah, what I really had trouble with yet, so in my run so far, was the infection guys, the infecti. They really roughed me up last time. I miss out on the reload that way, but that might still be the best path. Hit a potion before the first elite. Right, definitely. And same here, I can hit the spell child. Yeah. Let's go ahead. I think I'm gonna include my better block cards for some cursed shields. Don't need a blessed recovery yet, but I am gonna sub that in if I feel like it. These void stones. Oh yeah, we already have a purple void stone. So that makes things a bit easier to use the yin yang early on. Just gonna pop that one on footwork. And then yeah, enough also gives me overcharge. Yellow void stone probably belongs on the duck and weave. I don't need to save, I'm playing daughter. I can just switch them out whenever I want. I haven't played daughter in like a month. Okay. Incoming 8 next turn. We could play the footwork. Definitely purge these cursed shields. Definitely activate the spell. We're probably not gonna need Spirit Shield in the first cycle. Getting the delay block for next turn. And then purge one of these. And start dealing some damage to the throw cutter. Extra corruption is worth more. Yeah, I guess so. Makes sense. Could kill a target now. Probably should, especially seeing as this guy is already buffing. Duck and Weave is almost complete defense. Let's use the spell once more. Sift past 2 of these Unleashed Darknesses. Not there yet. Does a Void Kiss give us enough? We need... No, not even close. Let's block once more, purge, and play the Void Kiss. And then next turn we can start going for damage. We do have the good block cards after all. We have the enough this turn to completely defend us. So we can purge all the shields. And it's time to go for damage. There we go. Power draw upgrades to 12 damage. That might be my first upgrade. Or is there anything you think should be upgraded from the base deck immediately? Having these Unleashed Darkness give me some corruption on this card can be good. Obviously a Void Kiss would be nice, just so we can front load some corruption as well. Unleashed Darkness is just an argument to have a Sift target. Yeah, Spirit Shield, sifting Spirit Shield first just makes sense to me. Because you will almost never use it in the first cycle. I'm considering just upgrading Power Draw. So we have some front-loaded damage. But Void Kiss can serve another purpose, a similar purpose in the case. Enough and Footwork. Enough goes up to Overcharge 2, that's nice. Footwork is a very significant upgrade in terms of numbers. But I guess I'll go for the Power Draw here. I think I need the early damage as much as I can get it. I'll probably be playing Power Draw as a priority. And then yeah, we go for the yin yang next. Hounds are rarely a problem. Should be fine against them. Well, can't sift past the Spirit Shield, I will sift past and Unleash. And let's just build Corruption. Howl Howl Whimper, yeah, that's actually pretty scary. Well, these two keep howling, so... Hi Katira, welcome! Should probably play Footwork. Okay, 29 incoming next turn. 12 damage, 24 damage. We can get another, like, 2 corruption pretty easily. That's not gonna be enough to kill the Hell Mongrel. But we can also draw a card. What's left? Oh, it's guaranteed to be an Unleash. So how am I spending my energy? Probably Duck and Weave. Power Draw, Unleash. Yeah, that should work. And another Unleash. Might as well use my spell here. And we hold the enough. It defends us for the next turn. So does the Duck and Weave though. Definitely purge the Cursed Shield. Is that 16 damage yet? It's not. I'm gonna go for the overcharge here and then finish off the doggo. Now we only have the Cinderheart to worry about. That should be no problem. There we go. I don't think we want inconsequential yet. Equal to the number of cards in your discard. That will vary between 0 and 15. So on average it's... Inconsequential missed the X treatment. Oh! The block number being displayed in advance, you mean? Probably. Should say block X. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't think I'm gonna put that in for now. Ghostly Piranhas. Now these are somewhat scary. Is there anything I want to change for them? No, I think we are still okay. Nice, having the Void Kiss in the opening hand. And it's definitely Purge the rest. Gain their corruption. Oh, the stun applies after the energy regen. Well, slightly annoying, but what can we do? I could kill. But probably better to set up a double kill instead. For next turn. Because otherwise we'll actually be facing a lot more damage if we don't kill 2 in one turn. Vanquish would allow us to get a kill, but that makes it hard for us to defend this turn. We're currently on 12 corruption. No, actually, to kill this one, we would need to go up to 19 corruption, which we can't quite reach this turn. But there's only 7 incoming. I think I wanna tend a bit more aggressive. Do I... Do I just hold? I need some defense still. We have to buy it next turn. Alright, they are healing. I forgot about that. The enough, not the bite. They look the same. Yeah, that wasn't very well played there. 13 incoming. I mean, stuck and weave won't be quite enough. This is good enough, right? Kill 1. We need to curse the shield to defend. And then we kill the other one. So we don't have respawn, and this one isn't attacking this turn, so we can easily go all out aggressive now. That worked out quite nicely, and we got the yin yang, which is gonna help with our offense right now. This one has actually a chance to trigger twice, so definitely go with the block gem there. And then let's see what we can buy. Bolster diversion strike with blood. Yeah, very interested in this diversion. I wish I could buy the upgraded one, but Bolster is basically a 3-second trigger of your gemmed power draw. That's true. Depth strike is quite nice. Yeah, that's the bolster definitely has a purpose in this deck, I suppose. We don't really want to stack Soul Tithe too high anyways. Yeah, you convinced me. I think I'm gonna include the bolster. Oh, with recur even. Yeah, that could be good for diversion. I can see that. Kneecap, Sever Soul. We'll gain some essence on that path as well, so... Yeah, blue gems are quite useful for these discard synergies. Anything I want to do against the sisters beforehand? No. Sisterhood is a tough fight. Well, we start with a power draw in our opening hand. I don't mind that at all. We have solid defense. We don't need to keep a duck and weave around. 5 damage. Hardly worth it. Ooh, they're all attacking this turn. Somewhat scary. $21 incoming. We need to block 15. Although purging 2 cards also reduces the burning, so we only need to block 13, which means bolster will be enough. And bolster is probably better upside than enough in this case. Definitely finish off that one. Blizzard Decklock, Void Kiss, and Double Unleash, Cursed Shield. We don't need Cursed Shield next. No, we do. It's good to have. Because we have to fend off the burning. How much corruption do we have? 15. Honestly, at this point, Void Kiss is no longer necessary here. I think it's now just damage. Let's play the duck and weave, get rid of a cursed shield. I'm even gonna purge that one. And our goal is to kill over the next 2 turns, maybe. Green coming up? Yeah, that's gonna be nice for building the corruption. Do we have the kill here? Yeah. Hi Rose, welcome! Let's drop a Void Kiss, sock at the green. This card in its basic form or upgraded will gain rig innately. Nice that it tells us, but... And let's add in another footwork. Actually, another Unleash Darkness is in order as well. Another Ghostly Piranhas. I think will be pretty well set up against them. Definitely purge this. The enough can be our full defense next turn. We could also deal 8 this turn. 6. I think I keep the enough. That's just some safety. We'll also set up the overcharge for our yin yang. In case that's necessary. We don't need it. We could footwork, yin yang, and another defensive card. Nah. It's better this way, I think. And... yeah, it's purge. We need the energy. Footwork, cursed shield. Incoming is 16. Bolster Power Draw is probably gonna be my play next turn. There we go. We need one more corruption. There we go. Another perfect fight. We get another upgrade point. Sever Soul. If we had more discard interactions, that would be nice. Yin Yang deals 16 damage. That's not a huge upgrade, but it can trigger twice. Ah, gem on a stick, yeah, with the rebound. And the wig is also welcome. Spirit Shield could be our next upgrade, makes it much more useful. In general, having the block on the perch is nice. The enough is also not the worst idea. I think I'm gonna go for the Spirit Shield here. Footworks? Yeah, I can see that. I should probably upgrade those pretty soon as well. Voidling. I think we're generally pretty okay against the Voidling. Now Spirit Shield might not be our default Sift anymore. I think for the first cycle it's gonna be Unleash Darkness. I don't need the block or the overcharge here. Quick Strike, oh. At least we have good damage output. Definitely want the delay block. We have enough and Bolster and Spirit Shield and Duck and Weave left in the deck, we will be fine. Let's get the Death Strike. We don't need the high block from enough this turn. Gonna perch one so I have max energy next turn. Although we will be crippled. Now it's just aggression here. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I think I'm gonna hold the Spirit Shield in hand for the next turn. That blocks a huge amount. It will actually be full defense. 40 incoming now. We should definitely end this fight. There we go. The corrupted ogre. I don't think that one's gonna be too bad either. I don't feel like we want to include the kneecaps here. Let's drop... What's he doing? Buffing. Let's drop a curse shield. I could reasonably hold the enough here. Just so that I have a large block card for next turn. Let's draw first. He's attacking. I don't have a lot of defense left in my deck. In fact, I will only have 11 block next turn. Even with the cursed shield, that's not gonna be enough. I'm gonna remove another one of these. And hope I draw into one of my big block cards. Otherwise, I'll just take some damage. That can be fine as well. Not amazing. Yeah, we lose 12. I guess that's acceptable. Yeah. Would obviously have liked to keep my perfect, but if I can't, I guess that's okay as well. How realistic is a 2-turn lethal here? Not very. Not very realistic at all. So if we want to defend against 44, we need the enough and another large block, like a spirit shield. Or a bolster, which means we also need a lot of energy. I think this is the best I can do. And then we try to defend against the... they are not... This is not good. If they keep pressuring me like that... Oh yeah, the yin yang was better block there. The spirit shield this turn. They're buffing next turn, so probably defend this turn. And then we go away with, we go ahead with aggression this turn, and we should be able to finish them before we have to take more damage. Ouch. Opportunity. I don't think that's gonna have a place in our deck. We don't build up Soul Tithe. We can afford one potion here. What do we currently have in terms of potion? Energy and draw. That makes an elite fight a bit easier. Yeah, these potions are not that great, but the strength potion seems okay. But I think I'm gonna keep the essence because we are headed in the direction of sort of at least a merchant. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the essence. Bruce. Do I have blue voidstone now? Should probably add that in. From footwork to sever soul. That makes sense, yes. Guess the blue one can go on footwork. It also lets you play Sever Soul once for OC and then purge the rebound so you still get your corruption from purge. Yes, I agree. It's a good usage of rebound. Logic with blue is that you put them on cards you always play anyways. I can see that, yes. I could see us using a draw potion to push through Bruce. They are dealing pretty consistent high damage, but I think we're okay at dealing with that while we boost our corruption. But we are somewhat on a clock. Other vanquish or one unleash could work here. That makes sense, yes. I like the idea. So we have a little bit faster scaling of corruption. Given how long the ogre went. Yeah. Energy potion is probably also good in this fight. It's not good in every fight, but it might be good in this fight because I will often need to play my large block cards. I'm gonna go with a single energy potion here and see how that works out. Band of Resilience. Every 6 block card played will trigger an additional time. That's quite powerful. Upon discarding 3 or more cards in the same turn, overcharge 2. Currently not gonna matter. Battle Plan. Every 6 ability cards played rage 50%. Ooh. That's also good. I'm tending towards Band of Resilience or Battle Plan over the Dark Conduit here. Band of Resilience is quite good with Bolster especially. And also not bad with Footwork. Obviously great with Enough. Yeah, we have a lot of good targets that we can duplicate with that. I do agree on that. White Kiss. Definitely use our spell. Let's get past the Unleash. We just want maximum corruption at the start. No. Definitely weaken you twice. So we have a bit less pressure to deal with. Sever Soul used to be in the starting deck ages ago, I think. Okay. We don't need a bolster next turn. What's left in the deck? 2 unleashes. That's not ideal. Let's sift one of them out. I'm gonna keep the bolster in that case. It's also nice to give Death Strike and remove the Soul Tithe. Encircle, Fear 2 and Vulnerable 2. That's okay. Not a huge deal. Like the bolster power draw here. It's time to start unleashing. They are dealing significant damage now. Spirit Shield is my best purge. We don't need Duck and Weave at all. And we probably don't need Footwork. Oh yeah, the Yin Yang has my block covered. Then I might want to hold Spirit Shield for a later turn. For the next turn maybe. To block the Quick Strike. Probably won't need Cursed Shield anymore. Let's gain the Overcharge, then Purge for the Corruption. We won't quite be able to block all with the Spirit Shield, but I'm fine taking some damage. I could also Purge the Spirit Shield and block some with enough. But it seems... well, I'm about to draw through my deck again. We are vulnerable this turn though, I need to block as much as I can. You think I don't need to take damage here? Might be possible, yeah. And yeah, we have the resilience up. That's that allows us to... wait, we have overcharge. This is 8 block, 15 block. Double bolster into triple yin yang. Yeah, that's possible. We could also yin yang first and then keep the Death Strike. Just because it's better on power draw than on yin yang. But that doesn't really matter that much. We win next turn. Do we win this turn? We purge these 3, that's gonna bring us up to 32 corruption, which means we'll deal 48 damage. Yep. That was good. Soul Spot. What a fitting card to gain from the elite that's immune to vulnerable. We don't want to include that. We don't even have any vulnerable sources, so... definitely not good now. And we can gain a diversion here. Which is a card I'm happy to have. Jinxed Leopard John. These can be quite scary, but I think with this deck we'll be mostly fine. Does this resets at the end of the turn, so... do we keep bolster enough here, or do we just purge it all? I think we just purge it all. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, the Berserker can be really rough with Zen builds, especially with the hidden, the enlightened, I mean. I think I'm gonna purge all. Berserker got changed to look at base card cost like 2 days ago. Oh, nice. Makes it much more doable with the hidden. With the enlightened, I mean. Nice to see the cursed shield. Wanna purge it. The development discussion is basically how do we stop Vikings from murdering monks. I love it. That sounds hilarious. It's time to go on the offensive. Actually, I want to keep that yin yang in the deck. I just added poison and burning. Whoops. Okay. I haven't played much Assassin's Creed at all, and haven't touched Valhalla. Can we gain overcharge? Not right now. Might have to use Spirit Shield on this turn. Or we can finish off the Leopardron. I think this is the best defense we can get here. Yeah, I think this fight does have a lot of viable approaches. But I currently just tend to focus on the leader very often. Even, I'm pretty sure I do that sometimes when it's not correct. I don't think I need to take damage here. Wait, I weakened the wrong target. Shouldn't matter too much. Yeah, that wasn't ideal. A lot of damage incoming here. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a problem. Can we get Band of Resilience ready? Several Soul is sadly not a block card, so no. Uh-oh. Band will be ready for the next fight. Yeah, it looks like it. There we go. How many healing potions do we have? Only one? I feel like we have to pray for health here. Greed? That just... yeah, I guess that just means we have to use the health potion quite aggressively. Sundor, apply vulnerable 3. Lamba spread, reduce your current vulnerability to 0, block 4. I don't think we need Lamba spread at all. If anything, it will be Sundor that we buy here. But especially with the addition of the diversion, I feel like our current spell is actually quite good. Let's see what the Soul Collector has in store. Mobius Bracelet. At the start of your turn, tick this value up by 1. When it reaches 2, increase your max energy by 1. Will then reset to 0. Bladed Staff. Death Strike no longer has a minimum reduction of 1 after triggering, meaning 0 cost cards won't reduce it by 1. Use the health potion aggressively. Now I'm imagining this. Bam! Bash the enemy in the face with the health potion. A bottle of whiskey. Obviously I'd love to get that, but we are short, sadly. Ugh. Mobius Bracelet is actually pretty good on defensive decks. Yeah, I think I can see that. We often purge to max energy anyways. Random artifact might be your button. Okay, I'll go with it. Each time you kill an enemy, overcharge 1. That's okay, I guess. Not that exciting, but... yeah. It is a source of double energy. Whenever Soul Tithe is reduced, block 2. Not really something we're gonna do a lot. Opening move, well, that goes to block 3. Opening move, deal a lot of damage, open or gain an energy. So it's basically a 1 cost. If it's starting in our hand. Jewel of the Void. If this card has a Void Stone, trigger +2 times. So we could just make that 12 block, for example, with the yellow Void Stone for 0 cost. Better not socket the black Void Stone in that. Regular maneuver? Upgraded opening move I can definitely see in this deck. I think this is pretty much what we want right now. Not sure if we want the maneuver at all. Block 4, draw 1. I guess that's fine. The upgraded version would be really good, actually. It's similar to a 0 cost block, except it gives you more options. Helps charge up the Band of Resilience. Okay, that convinced me. Ooh, another Leprechaun. It's time to drink the health potion. It's also time to add these new cards into the deck. Opening move especially. It's gonna be our opener a lot of the time. I like having blue Void Stones in my opening cards, so I get the options as early as possible. I think we also want to include the diversion and the maneuver. No, not the unleashes. We need some of those. The cursed shields probably. Anything else that we want to include right now? I don't think so. If Diversion is in hand and Sever Soul is in deck, you can sift Sever Soul to discard Diversion. Yeah, I thought about that before. I noticed that Sever Soul does have the ability to use discard effects if it's in your deck and you have a sift, while the discard is in your hand. We have 21 cards in the deck right now. I think we cut an Unleash. 5 Unleashes, 3 attacks, 2 Void Kisses. Maybe we don't need 2 Void Kisses against these enemies. How about adding in a Blessed Recovery instead? Because our offense is no longer as dependent on corruption as it used to be. We still want to build up corruption, of course, but inconsequential, more tempting now that you have Diversion. I think just one good sift target doesn't make it that appealing. Rub rabbit's foot will heal and gain fortitude. I can play one more card this turn. Let's see if past an Unleash. Resilience being online is pretty nice. It is, but we might have to spend it to block a low amount of damage here. Never mind. Rainbow of Pain. Poison and Burning too. We don't have to spend it yet. We can spend it on a bolster next turn. I like the idea of that. Gives us 2 Death Strike on a turn where we are... Well, when we still have the power draw in hand. That's gonna be quite good. Does this trigger before he dies? It doesn't. It's nice. Also want to heal now. Okay, this time we don't have a ton of poison on us, so we might be in a very good position here. Love the yin yang turning up like that. Spirit Shield might be what I'm playing. Never mind. What's left in the deck? Yeah, there's tons of block left in there. No problem. Yeah, it has the just neutral attack cards we added into the deck have been really helpful. To get through the early game. Just gonna play Diversion to increase the band trigger. Because we have... We have the kill pretty likely, right? Not with the hand as defensive as this. There we go. It's gonna do it. Band of Resilience ready. That's gonna be nice against the boss. Sift 3, reduced soul tithe. Yeah, that's not gonna be helpful for our deck. Yeah, I sometimes do that, but not always. But it seems like it's really gonna be helpful in this case. Do we get rid of the final cursed shield here? Or who are we up against even? Corpse Beast. Corpse Beast is scaling very well, if I remember this fight correctly. I think we have to turn this deck a bit more aggressive now. Draw Potion. I am afraid of that enemy. And I think the Blessed Recovery is too cute here. We might actually want more weakness. Kneecaps. That could help us after the enemy scaled up, together with the Sever Soul. Nope, I'm gonna go more aggressive, adding in another Unleash. Just so we can finish this fight quicker. Because I'm really worried about it. Flame Shield. I'm a big fan of Flame Shield. Crystal Lake Hand Me Down in this deck. It's also not bad. And then emergency button at the start of your turn. Tick this value up by 1. When it reaches 4, all enemies will suffer vulnerable, weak and slow 2. Resets after each fight. That makes a lot of sense on this character. I have never taken it before. Let's try it out. Because almost every fight we're reaching turn 4, and turn 4 is also about the time when we start going more offensive, which helps in two ways. We can go more offensive because the enemy is weak and slow, and we can get more mileage out of our offensive cards because the enemy is vulnerable. Yeah, Flame Shield is just seems really good. In general, Frenzy Charge when you flick 2 days. At the start of your turn, this creature will gain 2 AP. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Them gaining AP. Ah, Yin Yang. Let's also get the corruption out of this. Scaling it a bit slower by ticking it up after you gain the block. That makes sense if you want to nerf it. Just weaken that guy for a bit. The next turn we double cast the Bolster with the Band of Resilience. Too bad we can't... maybe I should have played opening move beforehand. But now we can double play it instead. Which is what I was aiming for. So... incoming 24... Nope, I think that's a card I don't wanna sift right now. Keep the enough in hand. We will be overcharged. The enemy is now vulnerable and weak and slow. Could see an argument for keeping the spell for a turn, So we can potentially sift the diversion next turn. Well, that's not gonna happen then. It's fine. We can discard it with the opening move, so... Spirit Shield will be a nice draw. I don't think I'm interested in Footwork right now. Also, enemies not attacking. They're instead inflicting dazes. I should probably prolong the weakness by a turn. I think the next 2 turns are our kill turns. If we fail that, we keep the Spirit Shield. I think that's our plan. That's not quite enough. Start with a maneuver. 27 block. Let's make that 29. And the next turn we win. Or not. But that's fine. Because this turn we guaranteed win. And once again we have our band ready for the next fight. Do-over. Deal 12 damage, recur 1 random non-weakness. Not a bad card. I had a lot of trouble with this boss the first time I fought them, but now I know. Now I know how to deal with them. Do-over. I think in this fight we are less reliant on our supporting attacks, like opening move, power draw. Probably Yin Yang still wants to be in the deck. Maybe not do-over though. We have another yellow Void Stone. I think that belongs in Footwork. In general, I think I want to tend a bit more aggressive against this enemy. That might not be the best enemy to use a draw potion against. No, I think this is fine. We have 6 Unleash Darkness, we have a power draw, an opening move, and a Yin Yang. That's 9 damage cards. Which is half our deck after the Void Kisses have been played. And we do need consistent block against this boss. Draw potion means we need more block, but we will also more easily get that block. Because this enemy will deal damage to us whenever we draw cards. So draw potion obviously isn't ideal, but it's still a net benefit to us. None of them are attacking right now, but I think I want to play the Sever Soul for overcharge. So I can double up on the Yin Yang. Then Diversion will defend me. Purge, Purge, Void Kiss, Purge Sever Soul as well. And use Curse for the corruption. They're not attacking, but we still have incoming threat 4. Shouldn't it be 12? These guys are not attacking. I think it should be 12. Yeah, it's just too early for these unleashes. That guy gained 2 attack. Slightly annoying. Spirit Shield blocks 5, then Footwork blocks another 8. Not quite enough, but we could play another Footwork and would be defended against them entirely. Eight damage, that's... Whew. So, if we kill one of these ravens, the new one that comes in has... I don't know how exactly their attack is calculated, but the later we kill them, the more attack they will have. So basically we can't really kill them to reset their attack from the packs. I think it's best to just ignore them. Just ignore them altogether. And don't really bother with trying to kill them. The delay block can't defend you against... Wait, no. But yeah, it triggered before we got the added threat. Delay block comes in a step late. That's... I think I noticed that one beforehand. Yeah, it evened out in this case. But... I do want to play Void Kiss. I think it's enough a maneuver for the rest of the defense. No, it should include Bolster if we can, because Bolster Power Draw is nice. Bolster Power Draw to start out. No, I think I tend enough. I think I want the enough instead. You know what we'll do? Instead we'll... Now we have Banes in the deck as well. Discard the Diversion. Play Bolster, play Power Draw. Right. Ah, we drew a Bane. So the maneuver... the maneuver would also draw more cards, so... I'll just take the 6 then. Next turn, the emergency button goes off. So it's our time to deal damage now. Oops, should have purged first. Not like it matters a huge deal. I'll take 21 here, and then I think we can kill over the next 2 turns or so. Pretty safely, I hope. We'll remove a Bane. Block the 27 and then go in for some damage and win next turn. We managed. Got an exploding bottle and let's pray. Oh, I love the 2 upgrade points. 25 max HP is not a bad amount though. But still, I think I'm gonna go for the upgrade points. Purge or discard Sift 1. Sever Soul applying 2 weakness is actually a significant upgrade. But I think I'm gonna go with the footwork. These will definitely be part of my defensive core for quite some time. Diversion also triggers the Void Stone on this card, gains 2 more block on play. Like the idea of that. I think Diversion will also stay in the deck for long enough that it's worth. Ice Wall. I love Ice Wall, that's so strong. Soul Spot, mostly just because it has a yellow Void Stone socketed in we can extract. What Lies Waiting seems ridiculous. Deal 9 damage an amount of times equal to target's frenzy value. Not so much interested in that. Imprint, add 2 volatile copies of the next attack played to hand. Interesting. Not sure if I want that. Shadow Utility. I love how Imprint is a utility card, but Shadow Utility isn't, even though it's literally in the name. Well, apply slow 1 and weak 1. This card reduce Soul Tithe by 1. Gains rebound on upgrade. Discard or purge. My Father's Curse. I like the idea of that. Deathblade has a red Void Stone in it, so if we can get it, I will try to. Null and Void. Unleash 100% Corruption. Sift 2. The upgrade less important to us, but I think we are starting to look for these better Corruption cards. Flesh and Blood might actually be... No, I don't think it will be better. It's an attack, so it could benefit from rage and things like that. Wouldn't mind another power draw. Not opportunity, probably. Probably not Knife in the Dark. Maybe Wound. I think these are the most interesting ones for me right now. I see a pattern here. Probably want to hit the Treasure here. What's this? Null and Void? I'm very interested in that. We can hit the Knife in the Dark as well. Go to the Shrine. We have to skip the Deathblade if we want to head up here. I think this is what I want to do. Soul Collector after 2 Shrines and an Elite. Then get another upgrade here. Another upgrade there. Probably visit the Dark Mining. Finally get the Ice Wall. Yeah, that seems like a pretty strong path. Are there any things I miss like that that I really want? The Deathblade. We could also switch to Let's Pray. Draw 3, discard 3. That's a really good spell in my opinion. Oh, it became discard 3. It used to be discard 2. Then it was... Okay, that keeps it a bit more in line. Because before I think this was by far the most powerful spell. With the draw 3, discard 2. Actual card advantage in your spell. Now it's a bit more specific. It can still be nice with cards like Diversion or other discard effects. I think the deck is fine as is. So let's move. The Unholy Court. Not too worried about those. It's a lot of incoming threat though. I'm gonna get the delay block. Oh, we double played it. Yeah, that's a lot of delay block. I like that. And I think we go for the champion first. Maybe we can split the damage between the champion and the lost spirit. Spirit shield has us fully defended already. Definitely power draw here. Bergem Nova, maybe play the footwork. What's left in terms of block? Only a single bolster. That's not a whole lot. We do have a yin yang as well, so that's nice at least. We are not yet overcharged. We will be though. Can I finish both of them this turn? No. But I can set up. Can set up the kill here. Do like having the bolster in hand. Frenzy. None of them are defending or anything. We don't need the weak. I'm just gonna purge it. Ah! Clicked out of the window by accident. Whoops. Oh, yeah. Well, the emergency button went off. Alright, killing both at the same time doesn't even finish the battle progress. Not quite enough there. There's not a whole lot of damage incoming right now. So I think we should be okay. Dark Courtesan. We are overcharged. 24, 36. This is 15, 39. Opening move, sure. I'll get that kill, gladly. No damage incoming except for my own soul tithe. So we should be in a good position here. We win. What Lies Waiting is definitely interesting. I think I want to upgrade it and include it in my deck immediately. It's gonna be corruption generation. Yes, it will also add soul tithe, so we might need some other way to get rid of that. Maybe a death's embrace sooner or later could do the job for us. But we'll see. Double dip. Whenever soul tithe is reduced, block 2. Expel. Recur 1, discard 1, gain 2 corruption. The Dance of Darkness is also tempting. Goes to get rebound, but only 1 corruption. Another What Lies Waiting. I'm not against that. What Lies Waiting seems like an insane card for a Soul Tithe deck, where you can reach a threshold with it quite easily. What are our options here? We do have a fair few cards that can make us discard stuff, but not that many things that actually benefit from being discarded. I think the second What Lies in Waiting might be a bit too much Soul Tithe for us. The first one I'm fine with. The second one, probably not. Could see us including a Dance of Darkness eventually. Maybe it's time to get the discard effect on one of the Unleashed Darknesses. I mean, upgraded Cursed Shields aren't bad. Purge or discard Sift 1. Yeah, I think it's an Unleashed Darkness now. I do want a quicker corruption growth as well as the extra power when discarding. Null and Void versus a cursed item. It's gotta be the cursed item, right? Boots of Quickness. If you start your hand with 3 energy or less, start your turn with 3 energy or less, add a volatile sidestep to your hand. We don't often do that. A volatile sidestep can be nice, but I don't think that's worth a void. What are... We can get rid of it here. But that costs us 500 essence and 3 souls. I think I'm gonna destroy it for 3 souls instead. Taxidermist. That one is usually not too difficult for me. I think we can just go ahead with what we currently have. High health though. I'll definitely give you that. Let's sift past our Unleash so we gain more corruption. Only this one is attacking. Could get away without playing the footwork. It doesn't cost me energy though, so I'm gonna play it. I only lose out on 1 corruption by playing it. And it means I don't have to defend this turn, which can be helpful. Can't double trigger the yin yang. Definitely gonna play the footwork. I will play the yin yang here, just for some damage. 9 damage. That might be worth it right now. Add more bits. We are fully defended. Hi Barrys, welcome. It's probably a bit less confusing now, thanks to some changes they made. Most importantly, the streamer mode that leaves the card on the board for a short moment. I want to go as aggressive as possible right now. Which means we see what lies waiting. I think Bolster is something we're interested in playing pretty soon. We have 17 corruption now. Definitely discard the Bane. I think we don't want to hold any cards against these. I should probably use my curse on a Bane to get it out of our draw pile for now. And then we try to finish off the Taxidermist next turn. That certainly helps. Footwork defends us. Now we have the Band of Resilience online, so our next block card will trigger twice. And these guys are all slow and weak, so we are not too threatened right now. Don't like... Well, it's actually fine spending the Band of Resilience on the footwork. Means we'll get full defense at the start of our next turn. And we should be able to end the fight now. Pretty soon. Can't get rid of the Bane, so... Oh, when the Taxidermist is killed, it will increase its frenzy by 1. Didn't know that. That's a new addition, I think. There we go. Knife in the Dark for some vulnerability in case that's interesting for us, but right now, not a huge fan. Let's pray for greed. And I think we drop the Deathblade and go with my father's curse, Flesh and Blood. So we have some stronger... well, are they stronger? They're less mana efficient at least. More card efficient on the other hand. Didn't we just get... Didn't we just get a card? We did get a card, the Knife in the Dark. Ooh. Oh god. The Pyre. Still have one more clan to go with the Monster Train Challenge. I want an Exploding Bottle against them. And I want more upfront damage. I'm gonna cut 2 Unleashes for a Knife in the Dark and the do-over. I need to kill the Pyre ASAP. This fight is really scary. Inflicts burning 3. When this creature dies, reduce your burning by half. We might have to keep that option in mind. That's really unlucky. These two are both using burning and the final one is gonna attack. That sucks. So this one is gonna attack by 6 times 6 and there's nothing we can do about that. We have to defend against it. Wait, actually, no. It's 3 times 7, right? Wait. 5 burning, 3 times 6, 18 damage, and then we have 5 burning, adds up to 23. Where are the other 9 damage incoming? Where are they coming from? I have no idea. Seems like the damage preview is wrong here. Let's sift through our Unleash to gain a bit of corruption. I think we do want a power draw. The enough is very tempting. I think I'm gonna play the footwork. We don't have that many large blocks in the deck right now because the Spirit Shield is not yet a large block. But I feel like we should purge. We need the energy, we need the corruption. We need to play this fight very fast. So let's see what lies in waiting. We might have to kill a Pyramite here. Or maybe double up on a large block next turn. Double Spirit Shield maybe. No, I think we're going for kill a Pyramite. Do like the Spirit Shield here. So we can get rid of all our burn. That helps. That helps a lot. I'm gonna bolster here. Situation is looking much better this turn. I think we can start going for the Pyre. Do I want to play a Spirit Shield this turn? I do want to play a... Yeah, I think I'll purge it. I do want to play a Yin Yang. Purging a lot makes this fight much more manageable as well. Next turn we finish off the Pyre. That will do. The incoming damage has decreased by quite a bit here. And we have 18 delay block, we'll be fine. Threat number still seems weird to me. Burning 5, so we'll take 5, we'll take 8. So this guy deals 10. Burning 5, so 6 attacks, -1 because of slow. 5, okay, that checks out. Let's kill that one. Let's just keep that guy weak. And we should be good. No problem here. One more block card to set up the ring a bit better. My father's curse. That's a lot of burst damage for us with the recur. We definitely want that over an unleash. Upgrade. Alright, with the rebound. Once we upgrade it, it will be a lot of burst damage for us. Flesh and blood. From the Servants of the Void. I think these are also pretty doable for us right now. I forgot to change my deck back, but that might not be an entirely bad thing. Start gaining some corruption. Slam. 1 days, then attack. Whew. Somewhat scary. I want to focus down the assassin or the knight first, I think. The priest is easier to defeat. And it stops them, it stops the other ones from growing. But the growing is much less dangerous if we kill one of the more aggressive ones first. I want the weakness. That prevents quite a bit of damage. The question is, do I also want the footwork? I think so. It's 9 delay block. That makes the next turn a bit easier to block, but we don't have that much energy available. Just the 3. Opening move into the discarding diversion is great. And another footwork. Do over. 40 damage incoming. That's gonna be tough. We have a couple of decent block cards left. But especially with the days on top of the deck, we might not be able to defend against that. Although, we can get the ring ready, right? And then play an enough. Could also sift past diversion, but that's just not necessary if we play enough. Welcome, the Duke 83. Let's discard and unleash and then double up on the enough. That was a very defensive turn. Well, we managed to gain some corruption, so things should be fine. And now our emergency button is active. Discard the Sever Soul so we can discard the diversion. might have to use the Spirit Shield this turn. Purge it, play the Bolster. Depends on what we get from the do-over, so let's play that first. 8, 21, 26 defense. Yeah, I think it's play the Spirit Shield. Next turn we should be able to finish off the night. And with the night gone, the most dangerously scaling enemy is gone. My father's curse won't be quite enough yet. Let's use power draw first. And unleash. Footwork for some defense will take 6, that's fine. That's a lot of healing. Ooh, another Fan of Blade, 56 incoming. We need to finish this assassin fast. We can weaken them. It reduces the damage somewhat. I think we drop the Duck and Weave. Take another 2? Fine. We do have overcharge, so I do want to double up the bolster as well. Maybe I should have focused on the assassin first. The Fan of Knife is really dangerous scaling with the priest alive. Focusing on the knight is kinda dangerous. Apparently. I want some defense this turn, but it looks like we can only get a lot of defense. Not true. There's some defense. That means I can finish off the knight. Assassin. I'm gonna keep the bolster in hand. Not really for much of anything, apparently. There we go. Upgrade my father's curse to have rebound. It's gonna be a big difference. These guys. We now finally have a black void stone. That would be good on many cards for a variety of reasons. I think I like it a lot on Diversion. Black Whitestone Diversion could be a big part of our defense. It could also be very powerful on What Lies Waiting. I could see that. Let's go against the Malformed. Play the What Lies Waiting. My Want the Sever Soul. I'm gonna play a full walk. I'm gonna keep the version in hand. I'll have the opening move to discard it most likely. We do want to kill the gut fiends, I think. I think that's our priority, actually. Discard the version, gain another copy of it. The version is a little bit... It's not quite enough block. Let's see what we... No, I think that should be fine. We draw. Do we do over? Do we do over this turn? There are a lot of good results from it. But I think I just want to play the enough and block. We don't need to take damage there. Did I... I just wasted my Band of Resilience. I didn't pay attention. Whoops. Bad idea. Spirit Shield. Let's use the diversion here. Duck and Weave, get the Unleashed Darkness again to gain more corruption. We can't stop the self-destruct. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's my main reason to go for that target. I can heavily recommend this game. It's quite good right now. It's very well... It's working quite well. There are no like crippling bugs or anything. It just doesn't quite have all the planned features yet, I think. But it's already very fascinating. So yeah, I can recommend it. Think we have to bolster here. Take some damage. I hope we can finish off the Gut Fiend pretty soon. Yeah, there are plenty of keywords, I agree. The card design is very complex. I do kind of want to play the do-over, but my energy doesn't really allow it. What's left in the deck? A lot of damage mostly. That was good. Allowed us to finish off an enemy. 18 incoming. Yin Yang. and footwork has us defended against most of it. Honestly, I'm fine with that draw. I don't want to use my spell right now. Kick dust. This guy at least grows slowly. We can do over the yin yang if we want to. That's at least defensively quite good. While also dealing a good amount of damage right now. 12 threat, 8 left, that's fine, we have the footwork to defend against that. I think next turn we can kill the flesh beast and things should become a bit more manageable. Whoops. I forgot about the fortitude. Definitely sift the bane, otherwise we might draw a hand with just banes or... I'm gonna keep the enough and take the 2 right now. Mostly because of the bane still left in the deck. Power draw is fine. I don't want to waste the diversion right now. Now with the enough in hand, I'm more okay with that. There we go. Love that yellow soulstone we just picked up in that soul spot. I'm gonna remove it and add it to maneuver maybe. My father's curse. That's gonna be our finisher mostly. We don't need block as much on that. Maybe what we want is a black voidstone on it instead. That gives us an enormous amount of reach. I like the idea of that. My father's curse. And I think the yellow voidstone goes on the diversion for now. I feel like the flesh and blood is not worth including at the moment. These guys again. I think this time we are gonna focus the assassin. That one is actually a scarier. And we have a lot of cards that are abilities, not attacks, so we can sometimes ignore the Knight's Taunt pretty easily. And I think we skip on the footworks and purge as much as we can to gain corruption and energy. We do have a Band of Resilience coming up pretty soon. Bolster Power Draw. Or actually Power Draw Bolster to get rid of the Soul Tithe. I think we will still have use for the Death Strike later. Let's see what lies waiting next. I want Yin Yang to go out this turn. 24 damage. Maybe Yin Yang has outlived its usefulness. Maybe we should remove it soon. I'm actually not gonna play it here. Gonna play the Void Kiss and then Purge for energy. Purge again. Opening move. Sure. The Yin Yang looks much better this turn. Oh, we can actually use the block. That's 10 block. We have the Band of Resilience. I want the defense for next turn. Welcome back! Yeah, I'm still alive, doing decently well, I would say. Trying to kill his assassin before he spirals out of control with his fan of blades. While the knight tries to prevent me from doing so, apparently. See what's on offer here. Bolster, that's good. Left in our deck is the opening move. Also my father's curse, which will be enough to burst down the assassin. Hey! The Duke 83, welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Much appreciated. Yes, I'm gonna purge the version. It will be back in my deck. I can sift it. Yeah, I can still sift it with my spell easily, if necessary. We do want to sift it. Because we have no defense otherwise. Then we bring it back so we can defend again. I love the upgraded Black Void Stoned My Father's Curse. That's such a strong finisher. Just reducing the soul tithe and getting some death strike here with the bolster. There we go. Repeated strike, definitely not interested in that. Do we still have healing potions left? We don't, but I'm still gonna pray for greed, because there's a soul merchant coming up quite soon. Another unholy cord. Yep. Blue, my father's curse plus with soul block plus in the discard is probably my favorite. Yeah, that makes sense. Soul block is a pretty powerful card. We have 2 dark courtesans. That means I'm probably trying to finish those off about the same time. Actually, I think I want to wait until next turn and possibly play it on the distraction. Diversion. It's time to see what lies waiting. Definitely gonna... Am I gonna play the yin yang? Isn't do-over just better? No, the yin yang is good damage. My footwork. Not like I really needed that. Well, I guess it would have been nice here. Could play the maneuver. Yeah, let's do over the maneuver. Weaken the king. And then aiming to finish the courtesans pretty soon. Although we do have a lot of damage incoming this turn. It's a bit worrying. I'm gonna recycle the spirit shield. One more corruption, please. I guess we'll take it from the power draw. Finish the other one as well. Should have purged the spirit shield beforehand. $28 plus 10. Not quite. We also want to play the final My Father's Curse. You know what? Gonna do it like this. And we're fully defended. We just have lethal, right? Oh, we have vulnerability on the enemy. Yeah. I thought I had to play more cards to get that. What do we upgrade next? Feel like it's time for the void kisses to go. Well, at least one of them. I still like having one of them in the opening hand. And upgrade the flesh and blood and that then in maybe. Like the idea of that. As a recur target, it's good, yeah. And it can also help us finish a target. Yeah, exactly. It's nice to sometimes just have something that gives you an extra corruption. Dance of Darkness is also starting to become appealing. As soon as I have one more good discard trigger, I'm definitely gonna add it in. Currently I don't. The heck? I think that means we remove Yin Yang. And probably opening move? No, I think opening move can stay. 2 over. And add more abilities that deal damage back in. Currently 2 unleashes. Like the idea of socketing this in the maneuver. The hag, when we... Yeah, she gains frenzy and when we target her with attack cards, which we don't do that often. Each time your discard is reshuffled, block 10. We do that pretty often. Gain 2 corruption at the end of turn if you hadn't played any attack cards that turn. Ooh, that one is juicy. Every 7th attack card played will trigger an additional time. Sadly, our best damage dealing card is not an attack card. And we probably move away from attack cards the longer this goes on. Especially the Bleak Contract should allow us to move away from attack cards almost entirely. Want to build up more corruption mainly. I guess that helps a little bit. $20 corruption after the first turn. I guess that's pretty good. Let's do the opening move, get rid of the Bane. We also power draw and then play both footworks. Ah, yeah, right, we had the band ready, so 17 damage is good enough. This is also a fight that's quite scary to do with the Enlightened, because a lot of his block is delayed block. And delayed block doesn't really help against the majority of damage this enemy does. 33 threat incoming. I think we are prepared. I think we'll be ready for that. Duck and weave the diversion, and then enough is full block for us. If I don't play the Flesh and Blood, I gain 2 more corruption. And also playing the Flesh and Blood adds some threat against me. Is there anything else I want to discard? I think we're now just waiting for my father's curse. So I actually want the energy. Sure, we have a Bane in hand. 30 corruption. We need a little bit of defense. Like just a maneuver will do. Let's recur the Flesh and Blood. And we purge it. Now we play the non-volatile version of my father's curse first. We recur the Flesh and Blood. Purge the Flesh and Blood. We play the volatile version of my father's curse. Recur my father's curse. Purge a few cards and play it again. Yeah. I think this is pretty much how our deck is gonna win most of the time now. Add 2 volatile copies of the next attack play to hand. Man, if my father's curse were an attack, this would be in immediately. Imagine that. Yeah, I like the threat stack. Gain corruption at the end of your turn equal to leftover energy. What? The first card containing a green void stone played each fight will be returned to the top of your deck and you'll overcharge 1. Ooh, that's good for setting up buffs. At the end of each combat you will gain an additional 20 essence. Probably not worth it at this point. We have to get the unceasing gear. We have to. Rage only works with attacks, so it's not something we're interested in. Same goes for the strength potion. We do have 1 green void stone in our pool. So if there's something we want to set up, the glove, the card trick, isn't bad. Not bad at all. Probably better than a random artifact. I like the idea of that. I still like these 2 attacks. The opening move is decent, the power draw with the draw and the soul tithe has a role to play. Yeah, I think I like our deck. The Pyre again. I think we'll be fine. As long as we try to... Ooh, these guys have a lot more health now. A lot more health. Holy. They gained like 80% extra health from last time we fought them. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely gonna try to damage down at least 1 Pyromite right now. What am I gonna be sifting? The Unleash. And once again we have this unholy combination of Scorch, Discharge, Attack. Which means we'll face a ton of damage on the next turn. Maybe we can set up a double enough. Pretty easily even. Not quite set up just yet, but we should be able to get to it. Well, we don't need to double it right now. Purge to keep the burning low. 26 corruption. We do have a decent defensive turn. I don't think we get around playing the Spirit Shield this turn. Actually, probably could have gone around and managed to not play it. Is there anything else I want to do here? I think I still want to purge the Unleash again. Oh, this turn is manageable. I am probably planning on killing a Pyomite soon. 36 damage. Smolder. Will consume up to 2 stacks of your burning, healing 10% max HP for each consumed. Yes, please do. I'm actually gonna keep them alive now. No more defensive cards, sadly. And I think we're just setting up for our Father's Curse. I wish Spirit Shield was still around, but honestly we'll be fine with block this turn. I think it's just Flesh and Blood that we recur a bunch of times. Footwork for the block. Kill off the one that's attacking. And then focus on the hive. I'll probably just keep my father's curse in hand. We don't need extra block right now. Or we will need a lot of energy next turn again. To pull that off again. Once we're in this state, our output is pretty crazy. I should have purged something before that. I still have nothing in the discard. And I think our goal is to kill next turn. Both of them. We might be... No, we should be able to. Yeah, we'll definitely be able to. Like once we get to this state, our damage output is just crazy. Maneuver needs an upgrade. Void Kiss upgrade wouldn't be bad, honestly. We played twice early on. The extra corruption on each play is pretty good. But let's go with Maneuver first. That card is actually quite good. Recur 1. Oh, that's so good. The next card you play will cost 0 energy. It's also good. But honestly, Curse is just really good with the Sift. Which boss are we up against? That one? That one should be quite easy with this deck, I think. The return is very powerful. I'm gonna buy that. I'm not sure if I will use that all the time. But it seems like a better Let's Play. Or old Let's Play, rather. Providing us with card advantage and card selection at the same time. I don't fear the Berserker. Yeah, that's just 7 extra corruption from these artifacts. Seems like the daughter scales very well with artifacts. Maybe I should have played a footwork instead. Would have helped in defending me against next turn a lot. This isn't bad though. Let's see what lies waiting. I'm gonna use my spell for defense here. 10 extra block, 20... Yeah, that's all we need. More than we need even. I think we can already start doing a Father's Curse turn. Quick Strike. He will reduce the Frenzy to 0, no, to 2. But gains AP. The Runic Pillar is almost scarier in terms of scaling. Emergency button helping us a ton. Block 11 draw. Block 18. Yeah, sure. Don't want to waste energy, but I do want to have the Unceasing Gear rotate to work for me. It's time to get some skill, to score some kills here. We'll use the Diversion to defend for us. Two, 4, 6 energy. 77 is not quite enough. Anything we want to bring back here? Not really. I mean, sure. And then we use the power draw to finish. And then we end the fight next turn with another Father's Curse spam. Oh, he survived. Another upgrade point. Anything here we're interested in? Not imprint, still not. Honestly, at this point, I'm just trying to improve my defense. So the second footwork gets upgraded. Now for the mime, we can do something interesting. What would I want to dupe? Spirit Shield, maybe? With, yeah. Kinda wanna... I kinda wanna include another Spirit Shield. And what Void Stone do I wanna dupe? I mean, it's obviously the black one, right? So let's put the black Void Stone into the Spirit Shield and then... dupe them both. 7 souls, we have that exactly. Look at that, we managed to generate a black Void Stone. That one goes back into my Father's Curse. The other one goes into diversion now. Yellow void stone belongs in the other footwork, I guess. And we cut an unleash darkness because we don't really care about them anymore. Our damage is now from void mostly. Like honestly, the other... I'm gonna cut another one and add a power draw. Because that's more useful to us. Beast of Malice. I am not afraid of you. Purifier Diadem. The second card you purge each turn causes all debuff sufferer to be reduced by 1. We will trigger them fairly often. Each time you kill a non-minion enemy, your spell cooldown will be reset. Meh. The first time gaining Soul Tithe each turn grants twice the corruption. That's just a tiny bit of corruption for us. I don't think that's really what we want. I'm looking at this Purifier Diadem, and while it's not something that really helps us a whole lot in general fights, it can be quite good, I guess, against some of the Guardians. I'm not even sure about that. Mainly there to nullify Hex. That makes sense. It's pretty good against Hex. Nice perks versus Haunted, and it helps reduce poison, burning, and other stuff. Like we really don't need either, but we can't spend the essence anymore, so it would be a waste to skip. I'm gonna take the Raven Hood. Even though it's not a lot of extra corruption for us. Definitely not. Still a little bit. Then again, these cards that have Soul Tithe on them are mostly also attacks, so we negate the Bleak Contract if we play them. It's probably not even worth here. It's okay, I guess. Faster corruption gain, even if just a little bit, might help us reduce the amount of time we are spending just blocking and buffing up. I want the delay block. Let's see what Lies Waiting does with the Raven Hood. So currently we have 19 corruption. I don't want to play the opening move. Now we have 23, we drew 3 abilities. It triggered 3 times, so we gain 4 corruption from it. So it only triggered on the first ability drawn, which is a shame, but you know. Let's see. Pummel. Attack for 30 damage, increase frenzy by 1 until 2 days. Does weakness even affect that? It doesn't. Interesting. No! I wasted my band again. Whoops. I want the diversion back. And I want the Flesh and Blood back so I can purge it. Will attack for 30 damage, is what it says. Weakness reduces AP by 25%. Well, it makes sense. This attack doesn't depend on his AP, so... Let's curse to get back the spirit shield. We purge the spirit shield. Let's curse to get back the spirit shield. We purge the spirit shield. And then we curse to get back the curse. And then we curse to get back... It doesn't matter. The flesh and blood. And we purge the flesh and blood and get back the curse. And then we win next turn. By cursing and more cursing. Hi Icy, welcome. Glad to see you. Ice Wall, I love that card. It's just such a great oh shit button. We don't have an infinite now. It's just a really good combo turn we can do with the My Father's Curse with Black Voidstone in it. Yeah, the Blood Hive. I think we are okay against them. Pretty sure we are. Oh! Does the cooldown tick down when I don't have the spell equipped? Would be interesting to see. Anyway, this is gonna be probably a pretty easy fight to us because we don't play attack cards against them. Void Kiss. Don't need any of these. I think I'm gonna do the maneuver for another Void Kiss. Oh, it does. That's cool. So if you have multiple spells, especially spells with long cooldown, you can just move them behind me. This guy taunted, huh? I'm gonna do the opening move just for the discard. Power draw to draw 2. And then play the What Lies Waiting. Just purge all of them. Gain the extra corruption from the unceasing gear. That giant hive hanging off the ceiling is behind that insect. I kinda want a double maneuver. So I guess we footwork. Then just draw 2 here. Bloodbath. All creatures gain plus 3 AP. Fine. I'm gonna Sever Soul that guy. Just for the overcharge mostly. We have 9 delay block, we'll be fine next turn. This fight is actually quite easy for us. Because it's a perfect fight to just build up corruption and then blast the Blood Hive out on a single turn. Actually, this Fever guy is a bit annoying. It seems like overkill, but I think it's worth. Just gonna purge everything. Speed up corruption gain so we can go crazy with my father's curse next turn. The Blood Hive is still vulnerable, so 90. We can... Yeah, we win. We just win. We start with an opening move for the extra small amount of damage that we don't really need. Purge, purge. Bring back a maneuver because it doesn't matter. Play that, bring back a power draw. Play that, bring back my father's curse. And finish them off. Yeah, that fight was very easy for this deck. 2 Void Stones. Yes. Too bad we got a red one. We also got a black one though. Beside Void Kiss, what do we want in our opening hand? Let's take a look at our spell. Give me blood. Removes all bleed you heal for that much if the target isn't suffering bleed. Bleed 15 instead. That seems very unnecessary. Knife in the Dark is starting to become a bit more appealing. In case we don't have the setup for the... in case we don't have the emergency button at the time where we want to go off. Active, I mean. Honestly, Flesh and Blood. Purchase to gain 1 corruption. It's always good to have it in the discard. Yes, I want this. And then the red Voidstone really doesn't matter at all. I'm just gonna socket it in. Whoops. In case it somehow does matter. I don't want to fight the Spiral Nest. I really don't. Anything else, I'm fine with. Blessing of Stealth gives us an extra turn. Blessing of Patience. Let's release Souls. We can't do anything else with them. Yeah, DK might... Death Knight might be a problem. I am thinking that as well. But we do have a few ways we can block without playing block cards. And the Death Knight doesn't do a whole lot of damage. If you just avoid playing block cards for most of the fight and block with other tools, like discarding diversions, like playing cards that aren't block cards with yellow Void Stones in them, purging Spirit Shields, purging Ice Walls, then he doesn't really get dangerous ever. But I really think we should go for the right tool. The Obsidian Golem should be pretty easy for us, I want to say. Purge that, Void Kiss, what lies waiting. Purge this. Play a Void Kiss. Keep purging, more what lies waiting. A lot of incoming damage now. We should probably weaken the Obsidian Golem. For 2 turns. And purge the Footworks. For more energy and corruption. Maybe the double what lies waiting isn't that good of an idea. I wish we had more blue Void Stones, to be honest. This is 12 block, 30 block. Yeah, and we just straight up focus on the golem itself. We don't need more block, we have enough right now. So we gain more corruption. I do need to play this. Maybe I should have held back a little. And kept some more energy so I could build up more corruption. We are haunted now, so our void stone won't trigger. I'm gonna purge this. So I can actually defend this turn. We can rebound the spirit shield. It's not quite enough. We have a double block. We can rebound maneuver. Yeah. I like this. We got hexed. And haunted as well. Double footwork enough is 38 block. Close enough. But we might as well perfect it. Not a lot of damage incoming, and we have a lot of delay block next turn. So we'll be ready to prepare for our great turn. Yeah, we'll be ready. As soon as we draw the curse, we are gonna win this fight. Although the vulnerability is running out, so we might not have quite enough. Is there anything good to bring back? Yeah, the flesh and blood. That's actually lethal. There we go. And then I guess we go for the Puppet Master. That's a lot of Banes. We're gaining a lot of soul tithe early. We could definitely make use of some threshold cards. See you later, Icy. Thank you. I think we have this pretty much ready to go. We do wanna duck and weave and discard a Bane, I think. No. Even better might be the Sever Soul. Oh, we're double playing it. Right. So we can actually discard the Bane in hand. That's better. $68 damage, that's not bad. We might have to play the Spirit Shield eventually here. Yeah, we definitely have to. And that means we bring it back now. Good thing he is doing the exit stage right now. That's not ideal. We should be able to win next turn though. I hope so. Depends on how many Banes we draw, honestly. But I think we have it. Yeah, easily. There we go. Against the void now. Oops, that's not a potion. Nothing I really want to change against the void. I should have started with the void kiss, honestly. Still gonna play it? Yes. Just for the draw this card. That was the stealth term. Gonna play a maneuver here, which is the other one from battle round 6 onwards. We start our turn with 50% rage. Maneuver for the draw. Footwork for the delay block and then purge everything. Play the unleash, why not? I want some overcharge. I'm gonna get the overcharge this turn. Double up a footwork. That's so unnecessary. But we don't have a good way of defending right now. We might find one. The enough at least gives me overcharge. I think that's better than a footwork this turn. Or we might still draw into the bolster. Let's try to find the bolster. Maneuver is good. That's draw 2. And then let's overcharge more. Oh, the rebound has already been used. Yeah, makes sense. Let's apply vulnerable. Then we go for a bit of curse turn. Misordered them. Whoops. But it's fine. We are very close to drawing into the deck, into the next cycle. So we'll get to that in time. The emergency button sadly is only for 1 turn against the void because the void loses debuffs faster. Kinda wanna bolster this turn. Mostly for the Death Strike and reducing Soul Tithe. I'm gonna draw as well. We're gonna need a lot of corruption to shut down this enemy. Overcharge is also gonna be very important. I'm gonna get the delay block here. Last card is the curse. I could draw it with the opening move this turn, but I think I don't want to. No, I do want to. It's best when I have my whole deck in the discard pile. That allows me to not worry about block this or next turn. So we can go off. Knife in the dark. We knife them. Then flesh and blood. And keep cursing. And I keep the curse in hand. Do I? I do. Next turn, I don't need to play any block cards. I can just go off again. Flesh and blood is already there. I don't think rage affects it. Right? Yeah, rage doesn't. It's just the 76 corruption we have. Rage only affects attacks. So yeah, that blessing is was pretty useless for us, but it's okay. Gonna play it one more time and then bring it back with the return. 68, but we have the Band of Resilience online. So we should be okay. I want to double play a huge block. Enough, perhaps? Enough might be it. I'm gonna purge the ice wall. Play the duck and weave to fish for the diversion. Monster tray doesn't stop for you? That sounds annoying. Let's bring back... We need 6 more block. The diversion would do it. Sure. I think we want to get back our energy so we can keep going off in a similar way. That sounds very annoying, Icy. Oh! You were offered a job with the Monster Train developers? Shiny Shoe? Yeah, things like that are hard to imagine, right? How it would have turned out and everything. Double bolster might not be enough here. Double bolster diversion for 12. Ah, okay. I can imagine, yes. Maybe it's time for the first ice wall, spirit shield, whatever. For the full defense here. And next turn we win. Oops, wrong order. But that shouldn't matter. We just used the flesh and blood as substitute. There we go. That worked out! I managed to get a win with the corruption deck. Finally! That was pretty tough. Yeah. But it was quite helpful that we had good attacks, good front-loaded damage early on. And then later on we transitioned into a full-on corruption build with that very powerful Father's Curse. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The recur discard is very powerful. So after this run, I do like Power Draw, it's quite good. I do like Diversion a lot. I think Diversion is such a key card to get these decks going that I think that's the one I want to master next.